Hello guys, it's me again. Ugh. Welcome to episode 3 of the VoiceOFpunk. I am your host, the JF Punk. Now, I want to say that, this episode is about my review of the game Dishonored for the Xbox 360. Now, I just got this game about a few days ago, on Boxing Day, December 26th, and I just beaten it the last night, and I have to say, this game is probably one of the best games I've ever played. It's, without a doubt, it's one of the most frustrating games because of it's a stealth game, so of course it's going to be frustrating, but it doesn't give a lot of instructions about what to do. Now that can be a bonus because you have to use your brain to figure it out. Now you gotta use your brain to try to figure it out, or it can be a flaw because it can get very frustrating, and it did. But it didn't stop me from playing it, you know? I like this game because I like its controls, I like the gameplay. And this is really surprising come from me because this game is a first-person view. It's a first-person view game. And for me personally, that's not my cup of tea. My cup of tea is third-person view. Because I like to see my character. And I'm not a big fan of the Call of Duty franchise and all that. I just really, the Call of Duty series is so... like, there's no difference between each one. Like, I know Black Ops 2 is more, like, futuristic, but that just reminds me of Halo. Or Mass Effect. I don't know, it just reminds me of those ones, you know? But, anyway. But, yeah, but this Dishonored, even though it's first-person view, I thought they did first-person view very well. I think they did because, it was easy to understand with the first-person view. And I thought it would have been kind of complicated for me, but I got used to it like that. Pansy ass. I can't do it. But and another thing I like about the game, I like its story. I like its characters. Corvo is... I know, like, it's hard for people to make main characters have personality. Like, because most heroes in action games, or heroes in the action genre, in either movies, games, or anything, a lot of them are really cliche. Like, they're not that charismatic. Like, sure, you get Sylvester, you get these Sylvester Stallones and the Arnold Schwarzeneggers and all that, and the Bruce Willises and the Jason Stathams and, you know, and the Sean Connerys. George Hazelbeam. Oh god. But you know, you get those, but and mostly they're very kind of reserved, very quiet, and it's not that interesting. But in this game, like, I like how you can choose the personality of Corvo. To an extent. You know, you can choose what he has, what he can say, and I like how he practically, as the game goes on, if you go for a high chaos thing, he becomes a cold-blooded killer. I like that. And I like how he's very, I like his relationship with the girl, Emily. I thought she was going to be kind of annoying, but actually, I didn't mind her. I thought she was just kind of like a normal girl. And I like how if you go for a high chaos, then in the end, she kind of becomes like Corvo. I thought that was clever. And I like how they're kind of like father and daughter, but not really. And I like how they never like, because like when I first saw them, I thought that was his daughter. You know, I didn't. No, no, no. I thought that was his sister because she says like Corvo and runs up to him and stuff. And I also like how they allude that he probably is their father, but there's no confirm. You know, so I thought that was cool. My other favorite character is Samuel. I don't know why, but I kind of see him as like the Boba Fett of Dishonored. He doesn't do a lot. He just drives you to your place, but his conversations and the way he is and the way he talks really grows for you to like him. And at the end, if depends what kind of ending you get, what he does either hurts you or makes you smile. And I also like the whole plague idea. Phone just went off. Who is it? It's my girlfriend. I'll text you in a bit, honey. That made me sound like a dick. Hold on. There. And someone's downstairs. Anyway. And I like the idea of the whole rat plague in it. And the whole rat plague, I thought that was pretty cool. And I also like the world Dishonored is set in. Because it reminds me of a 16th century steampunk kind of world. And for me, I like steampunk. I think steampunk is awesome. And I always like the old-fashioned style, you know? Yeah, so that's... Oh, I also like the supernatural... Yes?
What are you doing?
Review.
Huh?
Review.
Oh.
That's my mom. And, I like the whole supernatural element about it. Because, it was kind of, in my view, it was a breath of fresh air. Because when I first heard about this game, I thought it was going to be like a Assassin's Creed kind of knockoff. But I never really played Assassin's Creed, so I know I'm going to be like, oh, do you play it? I do not play Assassin's Creed. Oh, you should be crucified. But I never really had the goal to really play them. And I never really bought them, so hey, what can you do? But and then and I like the guy who gives you your powers. He calls himself the outsider. He reminds me of Ryuk from Death Note. He really does. They're pretty similar. Only thing, Ryuk is more like and while the outsider is more like, I am the outsider. Muha. Like that. But so yeah, that's my review for Dishonored. I highly recommend it. It's a great story. And before I end this review, I have to say one thing. I like that there's no clear answer who's good and who's evil. I thought that was really good. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it just in case, if I know people have probably played this already, but I'm not gonna spoil it for people who haven't. But in the game, there's these questions that there's stuff that your character and the characters that you're working for, are they good and noble or are they selfish and evil? And the same thing goes with supposedly bad guys of the story, and I really like that. It gets you thinking, and it's good. So yeah, I highly recommend it. It's a great game. People who are Call of Duty fans might not like it. Like, I know, like, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my god, it's first person view, it's gotta be like Call of Duty. People are like that, then they're just stupid. But this is a game that really causes you to think and use your mind and patience. Keyword, patience. You need to use with this game. So, yeah, if you want to buy it and play it. It's a great game. Alright. Bye, guys!